Tell another Glyn Johns story when you were first starting out and you had spent so much time miking up a guitar. I love this story.
It was a John Hyde album, and I worked really, really hard. I wanted to impress him. You know, this is effectively Yoda, first one in the lineage. You know, Led Zeppelin, the list goes on. I mean, it's tremendous what his body of work was. And so I wanted to really impress him. So I spent a lot of time, and I used the technique that a lot of people use with headphones and taking a microphone and moving it around the speaker and listening to the different frequencies and choosing what you perceive as a sweet spot, as well as what you think the microphone's going to hear as far as the full frequency spectrum, right? And I went back to the control room. The whole band was there, and the John Hyde was playing. And I looked at him, and he looked at me and goes, "You done?" I said, "Yeah, I'm done." He goes, "What do you think?" And he goes, "I think it sounds." Glyn Johns says, "I think it sounds amazing." I was like, kind of did it. You know, I was kind of proud, right? He goes, "Okay, so you done?" I said, "Well, yeah, you just said it sounds amazing." He goes, "Okay, well, let me really teach you something," right? So
the
whole band walks out there, because he was very dramatic, and we're all standing around the amp, and I'm like, what is he going to teach me, right? I'm really excited to see what I'm going to learn. And he looks at me straight in the face, takes his foot, and knocks the microphone down.
Oh, Jesus.
And my first thought is like,
I want to kill him.
you are an absolute jerk.
Asshole.
Like a hole. Like,
Right.
Huh? Right? And then he looked at me and he said, what I want you to learn about rock and roll is that nothing is precious.
Wow.
It's not laboratory. I want you to grab the microphone right now. I want you to look at it, and I want you to just put it there with your instinct. Effectively use the force. Okay. So I did it. And we went in the control room, and I listened, and it actually sounded amazing. I don't know if it was better or worse. There was no A-B, but you know, it was definitely way acceptable, right? And he goes, "See?" And I went, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, wait, see, check it out, see?" I went, "Yeah, cool." Because I'm going to teach you. The rock and roll is not precious. You got to use your instinct, right? So we went on and on and on, and he taught me how to get acoustic guitar sounds like what he'd done on Desperado and Eagles and all that. It was a whole technique he uses. It was great. He showed me the Led Zeppelin 3 miking, like actually the real way to do it and everything. It was really educational. I learned so much with him. It changed my life. Wow. Then I went to a guitar show with one of my best friends, a guy named Mark Sampson, who invented matchless guitar amps, etc. And we were on the dinner table with the head of Gibson, the head of Fender, and head of another manufacturer, and then a Guitar Center and Sam Ash. And they were all talking about stuff. It was boring to me. 30 days versus 60-day delivery. And it's like, you know, not my conversation I wanted to have. Across from me was the guy named Harvey, who has a company called Rainbow Guitars. And Harvey looks and goes, "You're kind of bored, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Let's talk for a minute." So we're talking, and him and I. And he goes, "Yeah, I got to tell you something that happened to me. It's amazing." I go, "What's that?" He goes, "I got to go to a Glyn Johns session. He's recording Emmylou Harris in town." I went, "Really?" He goes, "It was amazing. I learned so much." I go, "Really? You want to tell me about it?" He goes, "I'll tell you, but you can't tell anyone this one technique I saw because it was incredible." I go, "Well, tell me about it." He goes, "Well, I got there and they were doing guitars. And the second said, you got to see what he's doing." He's out, and I look out there through the glass, and he was on his knees with headphones moving the microphone on the speaker.
How funny.
Right?
How funny.
I went, "What?" So the next day I called Glyn, I tracked him down, he was in Nashville, and I said, "Oi." And I played back the whole story to him, right? And he said to me, "I never said I didn't learn anything from you."
That's fabulous.
And that was actually a full circle lesson that,
Wow.
you know, both perspectives are right.
That's right. That's right. That's
Neither one's wrong
fantastic.
or right.
That's fantastic.
Art is subjective. It's objective.
Yeah, that's right.